Hello guys, my name is Przemek Chojecki. This video is a summary of 2020, which was a crazy year, I guess, for everyone. So we went from pretty happy year at the beginning to basically remote, lonely year, not able to meet our closest friends or our closest family often, and having to spend the time alone. So it's really interesting how the world changed within the span of one single year, how many things were influenced, and it's really interesting what will happen going forward. My big guess is that we'll be entering the roaring 20s, again, because if you recall, roaring 20s in the 20th century was basically caused by Hispanic flu, which we had basically the analog of that right now. So the end of the Hispanic flu, the end of the First World War, and then the economic boom that followed through, and basically people were happy about being able to meet again, to party again, and because of that, all the craziness of the 20s of the 20th century. So I would guess something similar would happen right now in the 21st century, because I already have so many friends telling me that they want to party so hard after this pandemic is over, and I think this will go through because there's this, we basically need people, and it's much harder right now to meet people. Basically larger gatherings right now in Poland where I am are forbidden. You can meet up to 5 people, and it's hard to meet anyone, and in basically all of the countries there are some kind of measures that don't allow you to meet in large gatherings. So that's one interesting part. Secondly, I wanted to summarize what happened in 2020 for me, because from my perspective that was a crazy year. Basically the whole year was focused on building Contentize, my content generation platform, text editor 2.0 that I want to make into, like the next Microsoft Word, the next Google Docs, that will be collaborative, intuitive, and then have AI components allowing you to write much faster, much easier, having all the sources being in one place. And the tool that I'm building basically also for myself. I'm a huge fan of writing. I write a lot. I'm a happy content creator. I'm all in for the passion economy that is booming. So building the tool also for myself, I can use it, I can see what's missing, and I'm really passionate about what's going inside the Contentize as I'm using it to write articles. So Contentize actually started as a way to help me build the engine behind all the writing that I did. I was writing a lot in 2019 and before, and at some point I decided I want to use algorithms to boost my writing, and then it started to work well, and I decided to actually that I can make that into a platform that I can then make open and public to other people, and this is what happened. So especially in the beginning of 2020, I was still experimenting a lot with the content by itself. That was the time when I have written 2 books, Data Science Job, How to Become a Data Scientist, and then Artificial Intelligence Business. Both books were about technology. The first one, Data Science Job, was primarily for people having no background in data science but wanted to get into data science and looking for advice on how to do it. The second one, Artificial Intelligence Business, was for business decision makers, for business people who are looking on how they can employ machine learning, data science, artificial intelligence into their business, how they can automate and optimize various things. And those books are published on Amazon. They're still available. Definitely recommend it if you haven't read them. So check them out on Amazon. And then I also did a course based on the first book, Data Science Job, where I recorded a bunch of videos, put together even more material than there is in the book, and then have it all online. You can also check it out. I will put all the links down below under this video so that you can easily navigate to all the materials. So that was basically the first half of the year of the 2020. I was still living in London basically the whole year until September. Until the end of September I was in London, and then I moved back to Warsaw basically for the second lockdown, to be closer to my family and friends. But still, I'd love to travel back and forth between London and Warsaw and then travel more. This was probably the year that I have traveled the least in my life. For the past, I guess, 10 years, because I used to travel a lot either for conferences, either for business reasons. And this year, basically, I did, I think, one travel to Austria at the beginning of the year and one travel, well, from Warsaw to London after Christmas of 2019. So that was definitely a year of not traveling, of sitting in one place, and then working remotely on Contentize together with my team. Going forward to 2021, some of the things won't change. Well, I got back to Warsaw, but the working on Contentize is still pretty much remote. I'm building a remote team, looking for both data scientists, machine learning engineers, and React developers, the full stack developers, to helping me build the platform. So feel free to apply at the jobs@contentize.com if you're looking for a job and you want to work in an open, transparent culture environment. And definitely, the Contentize will be, I'll be spending most of my time in 2021 still building the Contentize, strategizing what should go next, making it much better. We have already 3,000 people on the platform registered, and it doesn't seem to slow down. So the growth is really nice. I'm really happy about it. I've been talking at many podcasts about the growth and how I did it, so I won't repeat that here, but maybe in the future. So yeah, so that was a crazy year for me when it comes to business. It was socially, it was much more lonely. I haven't met many of my friends for over a year. Some of them only I got on calls, or maybe I talked through different messages on Facebook, Twitter, or other social media, but I wasn't able to meet them personally, which is a shame. And I hope that 2021, with all the vaccines, will make all the gatherings possible again, and we'll be able to meet again. And I want to wish you all the best also in that direction. I want to wish you that you can stay healthy, stay optimistic about the future, learn a lot, and then be able to meet with the closest friends, the closest family, and more. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more, and then see you in the next year.